Disaster movies may be more accurate than we think. You know well that I love a good movie, but there's something even scarier than a 50-foot tidal wave on film, and that's climate change! The increase in temperature might just lead us to our own disastrous reality. If it wasn't clear enough, the topic that I've chosen is climate change. I chose this topic because there are countless documentaries and highlights in the news on the subject which show the devastation of flooding caused by the warmer temperatures. Political parties and many people have arguments on this topic daily about it being real or if it's a hoax. I'm here to warn you that we are in a serious situation. We should have been preparing for the consequences decades ago, before it is affecting us now and will cause more damage in the years to come. Miami, Florida is one of the most visited cities in the world. It is one of many South Florida cities that could be partially underwater and uninhabitable in just the next few decades, because it was built on porous limestone. This means the water will eventually rise and seep through the ground, ultimately flooding the cities. Any type of coastal erosion that occurs in the United States can cause about $500 million in damage each year. The federal government spends about $150 million to try to slow down coastal erosion. Miami is just one example of many coastal cities in America facing this predicament. You and I are also at risk. According to the website Governor's Office of Planning and Research, a common argument for denial against climate change is global temperatures have been high in the past. The current temperature increase is nothing new or unique, but just natural variation. Yes, temperature in the world naturally varies like it always has throughout history, but the rate of change has increased and leads us to believe that we are at fault for causing this. The increase of carbon dioxide and temperature that has happened over thousands of years is now happening even more in the last few decades. Most models cannot accurately reproduce the amount of warming the Earth has had unless we take the activities of humans into account. In 2018, the United Nations Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, the IPCC, warned that we only have 12 years left to prevent the worst that climate change can throw at us. The year 2021 is just about 2 months away, and the coronavirus has really slowed any progress we may have been making to prevent these severities. Though this pandemic has really worn us out, now is the time to act upon it. We only have 9 years left to try to prevent intense climate change. We are running out of time. The question is, how do we prepare for the inevitable? One small change that individuals can make is to speak up. Voice your concerns to tell everyone that the world is getting hotter, and that we need to fix it. Another easy thing to do is reduce wasting water. Using water emits carbon pollution because pumping, heating, and treating water takes lots of energy. A third small change is to buy better light bulbs. LED bulbs use significantly less energy than incandescent bulbs. We also need to elect local and national leaders who know how serious the situation truly is. They can enact laws that will reduce our country's carbon footprint and work with other leaders around the world to do the same. We should promote solar and wind power so we do not have to rely so much on fossil fuels polluting the atmosphere. If we do not want to be living in our own disaster movie, we all need to think and do something about climate change. Now is the time to take action! Not only will this help our world be a better place for us, but it will save it for future generations.